one of the best descriptions of what it's like for a leader to make the shift to leading a remote team. And this is an extract from an article in Harvard Business Review by Raghu Krishnamurti. And he said, "It's like learning to drive on the wrong side of the road. You must get to the same destination as before, but you now have different signals, cues and controls. And that does take some time getting used to." So the destination is the same, it's how you get there that's changed. And one of the things Harvard found back in July 2020 was that 40% of leaders were unprepared to manage remote employees, and 41% struggled to keep remote team members engaged, and only 40% of employees said they felt supported by the leaders. So clearly there was a struggle then, and 2.5 years later there is still a struggle. And remote work's not going to go away. You can hide your head in the sand, but when you look at things like FlexJobs 2022 Career Pulse survey, 97% of respondents want some form of remote work. And 57% said, "I'll look for another job if you don't allow me to continue to work remotely." But we know there's a great divide between what employees are saying they want and what so-called leaders are saying. And we know this because we have a demand to return to the office with unfounded reasoning to do so. And one of the things that Raghu said in the article, and I want to quote this, one of his research found, they wanted leaders to be present, they wanted them to be hands-on, and they wanted them to be vigilant but not intrusive. But when you say hands-on, there's a distinct difference from what I call providing direction as opposed to directing. And it's what Raghu calls the difference between micromanagement, which employees do not want, and micro-understanding. He says micromanagement is restrictive, with heavily managerial meddling that undermines trust, disempowers employees, and manifests itself, among other things, in the form of exhaustive reviews, checklists, and levels of approval. Micro-understanding is about better integrating yourself into your team's workflow and problem-solving remotely. The micro-understanding manager can identify vulnerabilities and construct a radar for potential trouble spots. Micro-understanding is about trusting, but making sure there are no unanticipated bumps, delegating but being there to keep workers from stumbling, and being flexible but always heeding the warning signs. And I agree with what he's saying. Remote or not, the role of the manager at its core remains the same. That has not changed. It's there to motivate employees, organise resources, and drive performance excellence. So what managers do remains the same. It's the how that changes.